Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and I am outside the skate park house flip, which is pretty much done. And it looks a little bit different now than it did when we first bought it. And I call it a skate park flip because it literally had a skate park in the basement and kind of a skate park in the backyard. So this house took a ton of work, a ton of demo. It's nice to see it getting really close to being finished, and we'll have it up for sale here hopefully next week after the holidays. If you're watching this on the 4th of July, happy 4th of July. I have a lot of content, a lot of houses, a lot of businesses, laundromats, stuff like that. So I actually have no problem producing videos pretty much every day. But this is what it looked like when we first bought it. And it was hard to tell because it was kind of winter, as you can see. So all the foliage was not out in full. But once spring came around and those leaves started sprouting, you could barely see the house. It looks so much better now. And here is the house after it's done. It still needs to be cleaned. We still might stage it before we sell it. So we'll probably have another video showing that. But it looks just a little bit better than it did before. So here's what it was when we first bought it. This was an MLS deal. I think we paid $282,000 for it, and it should be worth in the $400,000 range. And I know some people think, oh my God, you're making so much money. We might not make that much money on this flip just because it took so much work to demo everything and get it to a point where we could actually repair it. We'll see. We have a before video as well. We put a wall where a door was there before. That's why I'm showing that. I will try to link to that below in the comments if you want to see that full video. We have some snippets of that throughout this, but that full video is worth watching to see how different this house is now compared to then. Now, we did not have to do windows. They are still very dirty. We need to clean them up. As you can see, we painted doors. We didn't put new doors in just because that saves us money, and everything is so expensive right now. Doors, windows, appliances, even paint, everything is just so much more expensive than it was before COVID. And unfortunately, a lot of reasons contributed to that, but the COVID shutdowns, I stick with being the number one cause. If you can believe it, that used to be a bathroom. So when we bought this flip, it wasn't a bathroom, but we found the bathroom hookups. And I actually had a neighbor come through, ask to see the inside of the house, and she said she had the exact same floor plan, and that was a bathroom in her house. You could not even sit in it, though. It's so tight, so we just made it a closet. Here is our real bathroom. Like I said, we made it look just a little bit nicer than it looked before. Now, we tend not to change the layouts too much. That saves us money. A lot of people want to go in, and even though we did, pretty much gut this bathroom, if we were to change where everything is, all the plumbing, all the drain lines, all the electrical, it just adds so much more in costs. And I think some people get the idea, well, we went this far, we might as well go all the way. Well, all the way costs you way more money, and a lot of times doesn't get you any more return on that money. So it's easy to spend a lot of money. It's a lot more difficult to save money and figure out what you can save money on and what's needed and not needed. Now, we do try to save kitchens if we can. We did not save this kitchen. We did redo it. Of course, Home Depot cabinets, appliances. We have a Managed Pro account there. And it's still kind of the best service we've gotten from most of the big box stores. Most affordable prices. That's why we keep going there. Their text to confirm is awesome. I've said this many, many times. They don't sponsor me. I would love it if they did, but they won't do it, or they won't talk to me about it. That's okay. YouTube does have some affiliate stuff. We can link products. I may or may not try to do that in this video. We'll see. And here's the basement. Like I said, looks so much better now and so much different than it was before. It was kind of a dark dungeon that hadn't been cleaned or used in about 20 years before. And like I said, we'll show you some snippets of that, but that full video really gives you the whole idea. And yes, back in that area was where the actual skate park was, or BMX track. This was interesting. That's a concrete wall. That outlet is in the concrete wall. They actually built the outlet's wiring into the concrete wall. I've seen that a couple of times, but it's pretty rare and seems like a lot of work. But I guess when you're building the house, it's easier than doing afterwards, but still interesting stuff. Obviously, this needs to be cleaned a little bit in here, just a storage room. This was full of junk. There was stuff all over the place in this house when we bought it. It looks much, much better now. Had to do a little bit of HVAC work, not a ton. I don't think we replaced that furnace, did we? Maybe we did. I'll have to go back and see. But this is what it looked like when we first had the house. And not just a skate park, but skate posters, bike posters everywhere. And yes, that is concrete. That's a crazy bathroom with drains everywhere. It was pretty ridiculous. Now, that wasn't all pure concrete. There were like logs and cinder blocks and lockers and different stuff in the concrete to kind of fill it in. It was a little bit crazy. And I thank you to the contractors who did all the hard work getting all of that out of there, because that was not easy, not fun. And there was a lot of time that went into this and into the backyard as well. But yeah, it kind of looked like no one had really been in here, done much down here for years and years and years, if not decades. So it looks just a little bit different now than it did back then. I'm sorry, no more skate park, no more BMX track. We have actual rooms with carpet and paint and walls now. Although, like I said, that far wall has those outlets built into it as well. That's actually a concrete wall. So it actually made it a little bit easier to finish off than, say, a regular basement that did not have those. And yes, much more livable space here. Should add quite a bit of value, because now it's a 4-bedroom with an office, 2-bath house, instead of being just a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, sort of another bath down here. Now we have a real bath. All the crazy drain lines are hidden. It looks so much better. Actually has a shower. So good job again for making this look so much better. And another thing that looks so much better, like I said before, is the outside and the yard, which was absolutely ridiculous. It looks so much better back here. But we still have some work to do. And there's not weeds and crazy grass and weird rabbit runs and half pipes that have not been used forever. But this garage has an absolutely awful roof, and we've been getting bids to redo this roof. They're from like $8,000 to $12,000 just for that garage. And here's what the yard looked like before. It was crazy. So we're actually having some of our guys do that garage roof and see how it goes. And I'm thinking, man, maybe I should become a roofer, because yes, materials have gone up, supplies have gone up, but the cost to do roofs right now is crazy, and there's still a ton of margin in them. So I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, this yard was crazy and ridiculous. And I guess I did know that big tree stump was there in the beginning. I kind of forgot about it. But yes, we did leave that there. We did not leave the weird electrical outlet. But I'm hoping we can sell this house to somebody who likes to carve trees. That's my goal. It does have a 1-car garage. We had to do work in here too. It did not really have a real garage door, so we added that with an opener. Now you can actually use the garage. Had a couple windows. We just covered those up. We didn't think it needed any windows. Was missing some insulation. We put some more back in there. Had this really interesting pond thing that is full of water because it's been raining quite a bit this spring and summer, and this interesting tree that overhangs it. And then, yes, sorry, no more skate park. We still have the old sheds that aren't amazing, but they hold stuff good. And yeah, looks so much better back here. But yes, a lot of work went into it, and there's still some work to be done too. We're not going to go too crazy on it, but there's some opportunity for new homeowners, add some grass, their own personal touches. Who knows what they want to do? But someone before had put in a lot of work, a lot of effort into this backyard. So good job to them at some point, but they really let it go. All right, that's the house. We're so close. We'll have another update on this. We'll have updates on other flips, commercial properties, laundromats, commercial properties, liquor store, all that good stuff coming up soon. And we've got actually more flips coming up here soon too. I'm buying another one Friday, and we just got another one under contract that I'll be buying next week too. So that's always exciting and fun when we get to see new properties, see what challenges we have, work through them, and then get to show what they look like when they're done, or at least almost done. All right, let me know what you think. We'll be back soon.